As a child, I resided in a petit village adjacent to one of the major Taiga towns. Nowadays, it has expanded into a massive development, but back then, approximately 15 years ago, our village was situated in the heart of the dense Taiga, near the railroad. At the age of 8, I became acquainted with the myth of the white men, which referred to extraterrestrial beings originating from the north. Envision a secluded Taiga town where winter dominates 9 months of the year with limited daylight hours. During December and January, the sun ascends at 8 or 9 in the morning and descends at 4 in the afternoon. While adults are engrossed in their daily duties, children, especially schoolchildren, are frequently left unaccompanied since school classes are canceled due to the frigid temperatures. It is in these regions where the tale of the white people emerged. Legend has it that people who are impervious to the cold reside far, far away in the north. Their skin is parched due to the harsh winds, and their hair is as white as snow, covering almost their entire face and body. They are taller, more muscular, and rugged than typical individuals, with personalities as icy as their environment. It is believed that one should not expect a favorable outcome from an encounter with them. They will kill an adult and abduct a child. Although some deem this as a fabrication invented by adults to keep children from venturing into the cold, I believe in the existence of these white men due to the subsequent incident. On an exceedingly frigid winter day, my father was on duty and my mother had gone to work, leaving me home alone. Our residence, a wooden house, was situated on the outskirts of the village, separated from the dense Taiga by the railroad tracks, where trains would pass by sporadically. As the sun was still visible, I sat by the window, engrossed in a book. I refrained from turning on the room light, since the electric heater was operational, and there was a possibility of power outages or short circuits, given the antiquated wiring in our wooden abode. Outside, the jolly barks of the yard dogs were audible as they frolicked in the cold weather to stay warm. Abruptly, the barking ceased, and an intense wind picked up, howling like a beast and carrying a blizzard along with it. Glancing outside, visibility was reduced to nil, and the blizzard appeared to be performing various acrobatics. Feeling cold and shivery, I vacated the window, yet caught a glimpse of a figure through my peripheral vision. The barking of the yard dogs resumed from outside, but this time with an irate tone. It was apparent they were barking at a stranger. The ruckus, however, was short-lived, as a willful yelp emerged from one of the dogs, followed by complete silence. Even the wind had ceased its howling. Once more, I peered through the window, yet there was nobody in sight, and the immaculate snow caused my eyes to ache. Despite my desire to inspect the whereabouts of the dogs, the tranquility outside was interrupted by the noise of crunching snow. An individual was pacing in circles around our abode. Terrified to venture outside, I lingered by the door, apprehensively detecting every noise emanating from the street. After completing a circuit, the individual halted at our door, yet surprisingly refrained from knocking. Instead, a deep, eerie sigh resonated from behind the door, sending shivers down my spine. Following a minute's silence, the unwelcome visitor circumnavigated our home once more before gradually disappearing into the depths of the Taiga. I tentatively peered through the window in the direction where the stranger had disappeared, and what I witnessed sent chills down my spine. An abnormally tall figure, standing at around 2 meters in height, if it could be considered a human, covered entirely in white, short hair from head to toe, except for its bare hands. As the figure moved a few meters away from our home, it turned back, enabling me to get a closer glimpse of its face, which bore a striking resemblance to that of a human, albeit with deeply etched wrinkles and a dense, white beard adorning its skin. Our eyes locked, and despite the peculiar circumstances, I did not feel afraid. The mysterious visitor released another deep sigh, turned back around, and strode away towards the mossy spruces. I stood still by the window, feeling hypnotized. The sound of barking dogs and a distant train filled the air. After a while, I moved away from the window with a mix of emotions. I felt both pity for the white man and a desire to avoid encountering him again. It was only later, when I reflected on the incident, that fear gripped me. What would have happened if I had ventured outside to confront the strange visitor?